Isang malaking awesome and mamadali natin to guys para makarating agad sa inyo. Pero of course, hindi ko mamadaliing bigyan kayo ng shoutout sa mga nanood talaga at nag-replay na itong videos natin last time. Okay, I will give you a big shoutout at talagang malalaman ko kung sino yung totoong nag-replay. Big shoutouts kay Doms, big shoutouts of course kay Toshi, big shoutouts kay Bahala na TV, big shoutouts sa inyo. And big shoutouts of course kay PJVB. May na-miss out pa ba ako? Parang wala na. Ayan, kay Robin, big shoutouts. Pati kay Amery, yan, big shoutout sa inyo. Kasi malalaman ko yung totoong nag-replay talaga at sa hindi. So, guys, kung hindi pa kayo nanonood ng mga previous videos natin, I already told you guys a lot of explanation here at hinimay ko. Pero on this video, this will be super quick so that I will be able to reach out yung mga taong gusto mag-try ng Oso de Chismoso. Okay, so dito sa Oso de Chismoso, hinihimay ko yung mga chismis na nakikita ko at yung mga chismis na pwedeng mangyari that could lead the market to the current state right now. So ngayon that we are dropping, we've been predicting this for quite some time. So consistently 3 weeks we've been talking about the crash that is imminent that can happen. So starting from this 4th week hanggang sa dito Kalshi, then dito sa sa Clarity lalo tayo nag-nail in na talagang locked in na talaga tayo na magda-drop tayo hanggang sa I've been telling you to sell now. And marami pang iba. So guys, ako nga pala si Osaber na been here since 2017. I've been trying to share you guys my wins and losses dito sa cryptocurrency since 2021. And today, meron tayong top 3 na gusto kong i-share sa inyo kung bakit talaga tayo magda-drop sa market even more and why we are not really bottom. So ang bonus ko sa inyo is technical analysis. And we have been predicting the market if we broke out to the moving average of 20, no doubt that we will be breaking out papuntang 92k. But here's the thing, I told you guys as well not to buy anything from here is because it is very dangerous as the market will not be super profitable from there. Na iisipin mo 80 to 92k is just like 12,000. Rather than buying below at 60 or 50k will be super profitable to see the market to be back at 100k. Okay, so napaka-clear nun. So, ang isang mali lang na hindi natin talaga na-meet is itong market na to, na inisip ko na it will be slow bleed or slow down para mag-bleed lalo yung mga alts natin. Okay? So, although, yes, may mga holdings pa tayo sa mga alts na ayaw kong bitawan. Okay? Specifically, yung mga gems natin katulad ng mga DeFi, katulad ng Hyperliquid, isa yan sa mga binigay ko sa inyo. Hindi ko siya binitawan is because I really know that it will just stay in the market. Nevertheless, like, iwan ko siya ng 4 years or another 6 years. I know it's very reckless, okay? But it's just taking a lot of my decision factor or decision making sa market. That's why I don't want to let go of it. So, now, ito yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. Okay, if the market really plays down, like give it like 3 days, we may be able to see another market push down into the market. Tsaka tayo mag-retrace to flush out this sideways dito. So kunyari mag-crash pa siya ng 59, tsaka tayo magre-retrace to 67. Although sinabi ko yun na nandito tayo, na pag-crash down natin 73, we need to retrace to 79 hanggang sa hindi siya nag-79 hanggang 77 lang. Ngayon nag-crash down pa siya. Okay, so but still the market structure is still there. No, sinasabi ko na talaga magbabagsak siya. It's just like we cannot really predict yung retracements as the market is really really emotional in terms of whatever the news is being put on. So ngayon ang pinaka top 1 or top 3 ko muna. Top 3 muna na rason ko kung bakit I really think we are not bottoming. Okay, nevertheless, ano man sabihin sa inyo ng mga tao or yung mga nakikita nyo ngayon, they have no data to prove this rather than just like showing you a lot of indicators, a lot of like lines in the market, etc. So I'm gonna give you something that the business side or the business cycle is looking at, or the people who are widely participating in the business cycle. So ito yung isa yon. Okay, so supply in profit versus supply in loss. Okay, so nakita ko na to nung April kasabay netong April sa TradingView. Kung tambay kayo dito, tapos yung mga chats dito sa cryptocurrency, makikita niyo yung mga chismis na ganito. So, pinalad lang ako na makita to talaga noong April. Kaya medyo nagkaroon ako ng idea na baka nga magpapump ng konti to relieve the market, tapos magka-crash down siya. Aside from dun sa prediction natin dito sa RSI na hindi talaga nag-fit in yung idea na sinasabi ng mga tao na magpa-pump na back to 100k to beat the 128k, it just don't make sense to me. Okay, specifically kung totoong magpa-pump na at talagang bottom na yung nasa 80k, dapat ang market structure natin is going down. Tapos dito makikita natin siya na biglang tumusok tayo sa isa't isa dito. So, clearly, nakikita niya na sa Glassnode kung taga dito kayo talaga sa House of the Chismoso, sa laging nakikipagchismisan sa akin. Okay, alam niyo na pinapakita ko to sa inyo every now and then, just to prove na we are not at the bottom. Okay, so roughly, 11.1 million BTC in profit meron tayo, pero meron tayong 8.9 million BTC in loss. So it means may gap pa tayo na nawawala. So we really need to balance that out. Once it is balanced out or magdikit or magcross, we may be able to see a potential bottom or the last bottom in the market. Okay? So the thing is, historically, bottoms are confirmed only after those two lines converge or flip. Okay, that's very easy. Okay, so alam ko medyo substantial, there is still a substantial amount of stress on the network or in the market right now. Okay, but definitely it needs to really touch at least saglitan bago tayo magkaroon ng relief, then another dump in the market to prolong the alts to be more bleeding. So parang ang explanation ko nga dyan is, 'di ba, mag-dump muna, or sabihin natin, okay, mag-dump muna tapos mag-relief, tapos dump ulit, tapos mag-sideways, tsaka tayo mag-pump. So parang ganito yung case-to-case study ko dito. So but the question is, ano kayang market capitulating news kayang magiging dito? Will it be coming from MicroStrategies? Will it be coming from someone who is very popular in Bitcoin? That's what I'm looking at right now. Okay, kasi okay na yung stocks okay yung gold, okay yung oil trades, 'di ba? Waiting na lang tayong pabagsakin 'yan para ma-transfer na yung 'di ba, yung capital. So, doon ako nakakaisip, what could be the next? So, right now, okay, let's get away from that on-chain. Let's talk about this kasi isa pa to sa mga lagi kong pinapakita sa inyo is yung ating MVRVZ score. Maliban sa indicator na lagi kong pinapakita sa inyo, okay, this is very important. Okay, why? Because the MVRVZ score, kung mga laging tambay dito, mapapansin niya na lagi kong pinapakita sa inyo yung website na Bitbo. And sa Bitbo, sikat na sikat yung MVRVZ score. And lagi ko pinapakita to kung gusto nyo i-confirm kung bottom na ba sa mga live natin. So, sinasabi din dito na yung ating market is not yet deviating doon sa tinatawag na confirmed bottom or the start of the bottom and the bottoming na tinatawag, which is yung zero level. So, the Z score natin is hovering around 0.43, which is medyo malayo pa pero malapit na. Okay, so ganyan ko siya i-explain. So sa sentiment, okay, historically, we are not deep in the iron bottoms na tinatawag ng mga business people. So, or yung cycle floors na hinahanap natin for the confidence buying ng mga whales. Kasi dito sila nakatingin usually. So, when the metrics drops below that zero, dyan na mag-i-inject ng capitulating news talaga. So, iniisip ng iba, zero na, pwede na tayo bumili. No. That is the start of your DCA. Kasi ang mali ng mga taong nasa spot din is maaga sila nagdi-DCA para magmukha lang talaga na bottom buyer sila. So, ibig sabihin, kahit wala naman tayong initial potential market confirmation na nag-bottom na. So, tayo bumibili tayo dito, di ba? Pero yung sa kanila is, every time na nagka-crash yung market, bili. Hanggang sa hindi na tuloy nila alam mag-sell dito. So tayo, pagbili natin dito, we sold at 74 or 72. Kasi cash up. Ewan ko ano nangyari doon. So, 74 to 72. So, ang nangyari is umangat pa ng konti. Although, ngayon nasa 67 na tayo. So, are we profit? Did we lose our profit? Hindi, di ba? So, we are still sitting on a lot of USDT in the Meraki. So, right now, we are sitting in 40%. No? So, Ethereum BTC yung majority, tas Hyperliquid since nagpapump siya, so bumababa yung percentage na meron tayo sa USDT. So, moving forward, yung pangatlong reason ko, this is my second reason yung MVRVC. So, yung pangatlong reason natin is yung the price remaining above the realized and the balance prices. So, ano yun? So, dito, ito, isa pa to sa hindi ko masyado pinapakita sa inyo. Pero sa Meraki, pinakita ko na to many times. So, visit nyo na lang yung website ng Macro Micro. Okay, this is a true historical cycle lows that typically see Bitcoins trading below both its realized price or yung tinatawag na the average on-chain acquisition price. So, maririningan nyo ako dati nung 2023 na yung wording na acquisition, and yung isa pang laki kong binabanggit is yung balance price or the difference between yung market cap and realized market cap. 'Di ba? So, dito natin nakikita kung ano ba to, fake money ba to, new money, ano ba to, big money, smart money, ano ba to, retail money, etc. So that we will be able to know what are we going to do with our money in terms of like buying into the cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. So this is this was my aid, or this is the on-chain aid that I use nung nandun tayo sa January ng 2023. That's why we were able to see also AI is becoming a thing during that time. So that was like 3 years ago. But today, okay, we're not even close to the bottom. So right now, okay, at 67K yung market, diba? 67 or 66, whatever. Bitcoin is trading significantly both above the realized price. So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong short term, long term, then meron tayong overall realized price. Okay? So, usually, if walang manipulation, we always trade above or below only the green line, which is 54K. Saktong-sakto doon sa prediction ko. However, okay, if there will be manipulation in the market and we keep on doing sideways at the level of the greens, there is a high potential that we can go below the long-term holder realized price. So this is going to be dangerous, of course, as we are forming a also dangerous market pattern, which is a head and shoulder. So yan yung mga iniingatan ngayon ng mga analysts. But by just looking at the on-chain, we are not yet really close. So this is also the one indicator why majority of those analysts are saying we will go to 30K. And 30K levels is very too low for me. Kung may mga iba pa akong titingnan, which is liquidity analysis. Meron din tayo yung tinatawag na volume profile doon. Makikita natin kung totoo ba talaga na babagsak to sa level na yun or talagang siniscope lang tayo, tinatakot lang tayo. So I already explained all of this fake out. So I wanna explain to you guys right now why I really think the market is going to 54K is because single-handedly we're looking at the overall realized price without manipulation, guys, of course. Okay, but if there will be injecting of manipulation, the probability to go to 48K is high as well. So, majority, ulitin ko yung word na majority ng mga nasa Pilipinas na nagsasabi na, sinabi ko sa inyo na babagsak, I already expected this, etc. Pero to be able to explain macro conditions or to be able to find reasons at macro or find reasons from the fundamentals, okay, is very hard for them to produce. Okay, it's because they're just like looking at and reacting to what is currently happening in order to fish you out, guys, para sa cloud. Okay, so this is the one thing that I want you guys to really be careful of. Okay, so kung totoong nanood kayo ng video ko, guys, please paki-comment. Okay, alam nyo na, comment nyo lang chismoso para malaman ko totoong nanood kayo. Again, guys, Wag kayong magpadalos-dalos sa trade. 'Di ba? Sinabi ko sa inyo kahapon, wag muna kayo mag-trade kasi nga ito nga yung mangyayari. Wala siya ng move ulit. We are now just like doing sideways, and give it 2 more days, we may be able to see another drop in the market just to really scoop out those remaining longs in the market. So ini-expect nila babalik tayo eh. So we need to drop down dito sa level na to before we be able to see a real market move already. Okay, so yun lang guys. Again, ako nga pala si Jose Bear. Chismis lang ang lahat ng yun. Kailangan nyo pa rin aralin, planuhin, at kilusan ng sigayon. Ang lahat ng to ay ating makamtan. At syempre, of course, alam nyo na, stay awesome. Goodbye.